He is also very happy to meet me after a long time. Before proceeding with the story, let me introduce my dear friend. His name is Ian. However, two friends left with a motorcycle. The surrounding plants began to move backwards at a rapid speed. Me and my friend arrived in front of the wedding house while talking. Being a noble family of the village is very well organized. Beautiful lights are shining all around. Everyone will be introduced to the girl's house by bus at night. Choti live sex story Bain's Boda's warmth suddenly fucks. As usual, me and my friends all left in the evening. Long distance bus is running at high speed. Everyone is happy and me and my friend are also talking. Tired of the whole day, I closed my eyes and fell asleep. My friend didn't call me anymore and started talking to his future wife. In my deep sleep in my dream, I saw a very beautiful female figure looking at me with magical eyes. Poured hot material to fill the pot. Her body is fair as milk, wearing a blue line of beautiful body structure, her long hair reaching down to her waist. Of course, I also exercise regularly, no less gracefully. Looking at me, the girl was smiling. Looking into her eyes, I thought, "Who are you, beautifuls?" The girl smiled and softly said, "I am Mohini. I say, wow, you match your name. To be honest, I am fascinated by you." Mohini said, "You are appreciating. So much have you fallen in love with me, or not?" I said, "If you have no objection, can we be friends?" Mohini says, "To tell the truth, I also like you a lot." I said, "Then why are you talking to yourself?" Mohini says, "You are also calling me as you." I said, "Yes, actually seeing you, I am forgetting everything." Mohini says, "Don't tell Diet." I said, "Is it a dream or real?" Mohini came in front of me and whispered in my ear that I have something to tell you. I said, "Tell me what to say." Mohini hesitated and said, "Do you believe these ghosts?" I said, "Damn, does anyone believe this? And why do you say these things? Are you a ghost or not?" Mohini smiled and said, "No, I am not a ghost, but I am not human either." Mohini said, "I am an apsara." I laughed and said that I have no more people to fool. I said, "Stop these things." Mohini was about to say something else, then I pulled her close and planted a deep kiss on her pink lips. By this time I noticed around me that I was sitting in a strange place. When I regained consciousness, I realized that I was sitting alone. Suddenly my friend woke me up and I opened my eyes and realized it was a dream. I saw everyone got off the bus. My friend said, seeing me open my eyes, "Why should you wake up, and how long will you sleep?" I also got up and did not say anything about the dream to my friend. We both happily married at home. While eating at the dining table, a girl winked at me, and I gave her a chance. It was a rainy afternoon when Ayan first met Arjun. The kind of rain that soaked you through even if you tried to stay sheltered. Ayan, a young man in his early 20s, was walking down the street, trying to get to his favorite coffee shop before the downpour turned into a storm. He had always been the quiet, introverted type, preferring the comfort of his own thoughts to crowded spaces. But something about that day felt different. The world seemed to have slowed down, as if waiting for something to happen. As he hurried past the crowded streets, a sudden gust of wind knocked an umbrella out of his hands, sending it flying toward the street. Without thinking, Ayan dashed to retrieve it, only to find himself face to face with a stranger. "I'm so sorry," Ayan muttered, stepping back and trying to steady himself. The stranger, a tall, slender boy with tousled black hair and an easy smile, was standing in front of him, holding out the umbrella. "Here, you dropped this?" Ayan blinked, still flustered from the close call, and reached out to take the umbrella. "Thanks," he said, his voice a little softer than usual. He couldn't help but notice the stranger's warm, brown eyes and the way he spoke with such ease, as if he'd known Ayan for years. "I'm Arjun," the boy said with a smile. "Are you heading to the cafe too?" Ayan nodded, his heart beating a little faster than usual. "Yeah, I was just trying to get out of the rain." Arjun chuckled. "Good luck with that," he said, his voice filled with a playful tone. "Rain's not stopping anytime soon." They stood there for a moment, unsure of what to say next, before Arjun spoke again. "Well, you're welcome to share my umbrella if you don't mind walking with me." Ayan hesitated for only a second before nodding. There was something comforting about Arjun's presence, something that made him feel at ease, despite how little he knew him. They walked side by side, the sound of raindrops tapping against the umbrella and the occasional car passing by filling the silence. As they neared the cafe, Ion couldn't help but feel a sense of warmth growing between them, even though they had only just met. There was an undeniable chemistry, a magnetic pull that Ion couldn't ignore. "I don't usually talk to strangers," Ion admitted quietly after a while. "But you seem different." Arjun looked at him with a thoughtful expression, his smile softening. "I get that a lot," he said. "But sometimes it's nice to talk to someone new. You never know where it might lead." As they reached the cafe, Arjun turned to Ion, giving him a mischievous grin. "How about we grab a coffee? You know, since we're already sharing an umbrella and all." Ion, his heart racing, couldn't help but smile. "I'd like that." They sat down in a cozy corner of the cafe, their conversation flowing effortlessly. Ion discovered that Arjun was funny, intelligent, and kind, and it didn't take long for him to realize that this was no ordinary encounter. What started as a chance meeting had turned into something far more meaningful. Days turned into weeks, and their connection only deepened. They spent hours talking about everything, life, dreams, and the little things that made them who they were. Ion found himself opening up to Arjun in ways he hadn't done with anyone before, and soon, he realized that he was falling for him. One evening, as they walked through the park, the sky painted with the colors of sunset, Arjun stopped and looked at Ion, his expression serious yet tender. "Ion," he began, his voice soft. "I've really enjoyed getting to know you. More than I ever expected. And I think I'm starting to feel something for you." Ion's heart skipped a beat. For the first time, he realized he wasn't alone in his feelings. "I feel the same," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. Arjun smiled, stepping closer. "I'm glad," he said, before taking Ion's hand in his. "Because I think we make a pretty good team." From that day on, Ion and Arjun were inseparable. Their love grew stronger with each passing day, built on trust, laughter, and the simple joy of being in each other's presence. They faced challenges, as all relationships do, but their bond was unwavering. What started as a chance encounter in the rain had blossomed into a love story neither of them could have ever expected, but one they cherished with all their hearts.